Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to another episode of Why Not Manage. Today we are going to take a look at the Hammers, West Ham United. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, click the notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel, and also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got any other teams you want me to take a look at. Right, that's the admin done. Let's get to the London Stadium. Now, if you're new to this series, when I go through the teams position by position, I do include the under-23 players at the club so you can see what's coming up and who's potentially going to be fairly good in a couple of seasons' time for you. And looking at West Ham's squad, it's not the biggest. We've had bigger in the series so far, but there are a lot of players here and some that you may look to ship out, you may look to move on, but we'll take a look at them position by position as we always do, starting with the keepers, of which there are not that many of them, only 6 goalkeepers to take a look at. So Lucas Fabianski will be the number 1, Darren Randolph will be his backup, David Martin will be their backup. Other players coming through, Nathan Trott is a good young prospect coming through, as is Joseph Anang. Moving on to the defence, and whilst it looked like a fairly big squad at the beginning, breaking it down into the positions, there are not a lot of defenders. This is it for the players who can play in the back 4. So starting with right back, so you've got Ryan Fredericks and Vladimir Kufal are the 2 main right backs. You've got Samuel Kjaer and Ben Johnson, as well as Harrison Ashby. He's one of the players coming through. Moving on to left back, so you've got Aaron Cresswell and Arthur Mazuwaku. They are your 2 left backs. Angelo Bonner can play out there, as can Samuel Kjaer. Moving into centre half, and it's been a problem position for West Ham for quite a while. So you've got Fabian Balbuena. He's a Diop, is a great player, and there will be some eyes on him probably from the bigger clubs in Europe. Declan Rice could play at centre half, but will predominantly probably play in midfield for you. Craig Dawson has joined them on loan from Watford. But in terms of frontline central defenders, that is about it. Cardosa and Elise are 2 players that are coming through. So whilst they'll be able to flesh out the centre of defence, you will probably need to bring in at least 1 more to make it secure for you. Moving into midfield, where we find the longest serving player at the football club, that is Mark Noble. 35 years young now, and has started to drop down the pecking order in terms of starting games, particularly in the Premier League. Obviously, we've mentioned Declan Rice already. This is going to probably be his position to play him in midfield. Thomas Souček seems to be like a fairly decent addition to the West Ham squad. Yarmolenko has been around the block and is a great player. Fornals is a nice technical player that if you can get the ball down and pass it, he will be good for you. Robert Snodgrass seems to have been round for an absolute eternity. Still can do a job in any position you can see he will play in. Felipe Anderson is another player that will come back from loan for you, and he will give you an option next season. But for now, at least, you're probably going to need to take a look at bringing some players in midfield as well. Moving into the attacking third of the pitch, and we will pick out the players we haven't already done so. So Mikel Antonio, they've only got him down as a right winger. He has been playing as a centre forward, but he has got that capability. Obviously got plenty of pace as Antonio, so he's a good option out wide. Manuel Lanzini, a good attacking midfield player, seems to be over the worst of his injuries at the moment at least. Obviously you've got 2 players who have shone in the Championship in the last couple of seasons. Jarrod Bowen is a great player and has found his feet in the Premier League scoring goals for West Ham. But it's Said Benrahma that intrigues me the most. One of the BMW from Brentford. Can he make the step up to the Premier League? The answer, probably yes. Moving into the attack, where there is literally nothing. Literally nobody in attack. Sebastian Haller is your only recognised striker. All of the other ones you can see there are youth team players coming through. Out of the ones that you can see there, Sean Adarkwa seems to be the best of the bunch that you have there. So your number 1 priority, as well as sorting out the defence and the midfield, is certainly to bring in a striker. So that is West Ham United. On the face of it, a fairly good squad, but once we broke it down into position by position, there is a lot of surgery that needs doing. There are players that need to be brought in if you are going to avoid, let's face it, a relegation scrap. There is not enough depth there at all. So it's going to be an interesting challenge for someone to take on. Hopefully you will do that. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. If you've got any teams you want me to take a look at as well, please leave me a comment below. Also, don't forget I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord servers is in the description. That was West Ham United. I've been FMZ. Until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye.